This is Red Carpet Flies, news on the fly, bringing you daily, unique, and interesting entertainment, celebrity, and luxury news for November 9th. Missy Elliott receives star on Hollywood Walk of Fame. Congrats to Missy Elliott, who just received her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The rap icon received her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame yesterday, November 8th. According to Wrap Up, the Grammy Award-winning rapper, songwriter, and producer was honored by artists Lizzo, Ciara, and her manager Mona Scott Young. Missy Elliott also thanked the women in hip-hop who came before her, calling them the godmothers of hip-hop, which are Queen Latifah, Money Love, Sha Rock, Angie Stone, Roxanne Shante, Yo-Yo, MC Lyte, and Salt and Pepper. Congrats to Missy Elliott. You know, I didn't know Mona Scott Young managed Missy Elliott. For those of you who don't know, Mona Scott is the executive producer for shows like Love and Hip Hop in all the various cities. Okay, Mona, I see you. You keep your hands in a little bit of everything. I love Missy Elliott. This girl is beyond talented. She is so creative with her music and her music videos. She's one of the few women in the music industry that doesn't rely on her sexuality to sell music. And that's very rare. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it just speaks volumes to how talented she is. Again, congrats to Missy Elliott. You deserve it, girl. Egypt reopens 4,500-year-old southern tomb of King Dozier to tourists. The Egyptian pharaoh Dozier, who ruled Egypt's third dynasty's tomb, is reopened to visitors. According to travel blog, a luxury travel blog, Egyptian tourism and antiquities minister Khalid El-Ani launched a project to rehabilitate King Dozier's southern tomb in Sagra on Monday, September 13th, carrying out work that began in 2006 and included work on the lower corridors, strengthening the walls and ceilings, finishing the interior inscriptions in the tomb, and reassembling the granite coffin. King Dozier has been credited for many of Egypt's technological innovations, such as its use of stone architecture. Imhotep was his minister and a gifted architect and physician who was later deified. The tomb was open to visitors on Tuesday, with entrance fees costing 40 Egyptian pounds for Egyptians, 20 Egyptian pounds for Egyptian students, and 100 Egyptian pounds for foreigners and foreign students. Egypt has made a number of recent archaeological discoveries public in an effort to revitalize its key tourism sector, which was severely harmed by the turmoil that followed its 2011 uprising. The COVID-19 pandemic also dealt a further blow to the industry. You know, I'm not really familiar with this pharaoh. However, in doing some of the brief research I did on him, he was a big deal in early Egypt. And during his reign, he witnessed the advances of civilization on the Nile, such as the construction of archaeological monuments, agricultural developments, trade, and the rise of cities. Was he not sexy enough to be immortalized? I've heard of Imhotep and like King Tut and Hatshepsut and Amenhotep, but I haven't heard much about him. I really wanted to visit Egypt when I volunteered in Morocco, but the flight from Morocco to Egypt was 8 hours. Africa is huge, okay? With the amount of free time I had, because volunteering was my main priority and mission, all my free time would be spent up just in travel time. So I ended up not going to Egypt, but I really wanted to. I also had a chance to take a trip to the Sahara and like spend the night in the desert with a group of Bedouins. But the trip to get there was so crazy long. I was in Rabat, and just going to Rabat to the beginning of the Sahara Desert was like a 12-hour bus ride. And then it's a few more hours just to get to the campsite. I just didn't have enough time. If you can take a trip to Africa, please do so. Africa is so interesting, and there's so much to see, and it's just so enriching. I was the first in my family to make it back to the motherland, so I highly recommend going to Africa and visiting some of the African cities. First, look at Eminem as White Boy Rick in 50 Cent's BMF show. In a report by XXL, due to a recent glitch on the network's app, people are able to get a first look at M on playing the role of White Boy Rick in 50 Cent Star's drama, BMF. In a short clip that surfaced on Sunday, November 7th, the Detroit rapper is seen in character being greeted by Meech, played by Demetrius Flannery Jr. Eminem, who is wearing a brunette-colored wig to give him longer hair and a fur coat, appears to be a lookout outside an establishment. Heated by the leaked footage, 50 Cent went on a Twitter tirade, stating that Stars is a shit show and they better sell it fast. He continues, "I'm disappointed that Stars handled this so poorly. I used my personal relationships to make things happen that they couldn't have made happen. At Eminem, thank you for doing this for me. I love you, bro." He continued, "This is not okay. When I get uncomfortable, I make everybody uncomfortable. Now who's getting fired?" Stars released a statement saying that there was a technical glitch that allowed fans that have the Stars app to log in right at midnight and temporarily access the episode early. The episode will be released globally as planned on Sunday, November 14th across all Stars platforms. 50 Cent is hilarious, but he's got the right to be mad. I didn't even say everything he said in those tweets. If y'all want to know what is going on, you have to look up the tweets yourself because there's just too much cursing in them. But I agree with 50 Cent. Who drops the ball like that? You guys heard about White Boy Rick, right? It's referenced in numerous rap songs. He's like this white teenage kingpin from Detroit, Michigan. There's a whole documentary on his story on Netflix if you're unfamiliar with the story and want to check it out. I saw pictures of Eminem, and to be honest, I think he looks a little too old to be playing Rick Worshey Jr. I mean, I don't know. I'm just looking at pictures though. What do you guys think? Are there any BMF fans that have seen this show? Let me know what you think. Do you think Eminem looks too old to play White Boy Rick? New dating show has contestants fall down a trap door. Forget Bachelor, Love Island, The Circle, or F-Boy Island. There is a new British dating show called The Love Trap. On this show, eliminated contestants fall through a trap door. According to Screen Rant, the show follows the typical Bachelor-style format with a group of women competing for the love of one man. The only problem is half the women are already in relationships and are attempting to deceive the Bachelor, meaning they are a love trap. The show stars David Birtwistle, who was also a contestant on Netflix Too Hot to Handle. Living in a gorgeous mansion with the contestants, he takes them on lovely dates while trying to figure out which ones are lying to him. At the end of each episode, 3 women are taken down to the trap room. Whatever woman he eliminates, they fall through the trap door. So, okay, I saw a clip of the show on Instagram and thought this was a fake show. So I'm surprised to see that it in fact is a real show. The women literally fall through the trap door like on some kind of like cartoon type tip. It is hilarious, and this gimmick has got me intrigued and wanting to watch the show. So I'm here for it. Well, that's it for Red Carpet Fly's News on the Fly for November 9th. Please follow us on Instagram at Red Carpet Fly and follow our YouTube channel, Red Carpet Fly. Until tomorrow, always stay fly.